Now, the second strategy is more about the heart. I was talking about the brain, and how did I segue to the heart? You see, emotions may be controlled in the brain, but we feel it here, and sometimes we feel it in our whole body. So we're going to do a little practice just for you to experience it. Otherwise, just talking alone, you may not be able to connect physically with it. What I would love for you to do is to sit a little bit forward in your chair, both legs on the ground. And with your hands, you can just have them placed here, as long as you're comfortable, right? And for this exercise, all you need to do is just listen to my voice. I will invite you to minimize distraction around you by looking downwards at your toes or at the ground. Now, along the process, if you find yourself getting distracted, meaning that some random thoughts come in or your stomach starts to growl, what you can do is just notice that you've been distracted and then come back to my voice. Okay, and if you feel that you're going to doze off, you can have your eyes open and looking straight. That's totally fine. Okay, everybody, in this short moment, I'm going to invite you to walk through a little exercise together with me that's known as the RAIN method. Now, in order for the RAIN method to work well, I'll first need you to think or bring to your mind a thought that you had recently that was not so positive. It could be a permanent thought, a pervasive thought, or a personalized thought, or it could just be something like, is there something wrong with me? You don't have to share it with anyone, but just keep it in your mind as we go through this process. All right, everyone. Now that you have the thought in your mind, the first thing we're going to do is to recognize the thought. You know, sometimes when difficult thoughts come our ways, we try to push it away, we try to distract ourselves, and we don't actually acknowledge its presence. So in this moment, we just say, hey, I recognize that it's there, whatever that thought is. You don't need to do anything about it, and you don't need to respond in any way except to notice it, as if this is just like a bird that's perching on your windowsill and you notice, oh, there's a bird. Now that you have recognized it, we're going to move on to A. A simply is accepting that it's there. You know, sometimes when you see that thought, you want to throw it away, you want to shoo the bird away. But in this moment, we just accept and allow that the thought is present. And again, we don't need to run away from it. And if you feel that, I don't like to face this, just allow yourself to be present to as much as what you can take. And just allow it to be there without having to do anything about it. Now, the third part of the process is I. I means gentle investigation with curiosity and with kindness. Where did that thought come from? What is that thought telling me about the situation? How do I feel in this moment? And what am I learning from having this thought? Again, we investigate with kindness towards ourselves. We investigate with curiosity about what it could be. But we're not judging it, asking it to go away, making ourselves feel worse. And if you notice yourself going down the rabbit hole, pull yourself back and just notice that it's there. And last of all, we end off with non-identifying. You know, it's so easy when a negative thought comes to us that we take it and put it into our handbag and we keep it there and we take it all to ourselves. But in this moment, you are not going to do that. It's almost as if it is just something on the TV screen. And at first, when you're close up to the TV screen, it all looks very big and very daunting. But what you're going to do in your mind is to pull back from the TV screens, then further and further and further and further away until the TV screen is almost like just a dot in the sky. And now as you look around you, you realize that that TV screen, from a different perspective, in the grand scheme of things, is not that big after all. It's just that in the moment, it feels huge. In the moment, it occupies so much of your mind space. So as you observe that TV screen, I want you to come back to that thought that you had right at the beginning. Whether it is, I'm not good enough, whether it is, I can't get anything right, whether it is, this is going to last or my life is over. What are your thoughts as you notice pulling back from the TV screen? What do you notice about how you're feeling in your body? What do you notice about the thoughts in your mind? How are you experiencing looking at it from a further vantage point? Now, in a short moment, I'm going to ring a bell, and all I'm going to ask you to do is just focus your attention on the sound of the bell and nothing else. And when you no longer hear the resonance of the bell, you may open your eyes. This little process that I just brought you through is just a process to go within. You know, we live in a world where there is so much stimulation from the outside. People telling us what to do, social media looking at what everyone's posting online, comparing whether our outfit today is nice or not. Maybe for some of you it's not, whether they bought the latest game or not. There's so much stimulation coming from outside that we rarely make time for what's happening in our inner world. But if we are to nurture our brain, if we are to shift the way that we feel and think, we can't be attending only to what's outside of us. We need to attend to what's inside of us.